Let me just clean things up here a little bit. I hope everybody's having a great day. We were supposed to have a huge rainstorm last night, and we got about an inch. I want more rain. When it's raining, I learned this from Linda Ballou, an old time friend. That's when I have the complete excuse to sit in my sewing room and sew all day long. I can't go out for a walk, really don't want to go out grocery shopping, so I can just sew. Anyways, last night I had the honor to present to Starlight Quilters in Kansas. They are a delightful group and we had a lot of fun. What I share is basically my journey, how I got from here to here, and light bulb moments that have kind of taken me along the way and have instructed my path. So thank you very much for inviting me, Carla. And Pam, congratulations for being the new president, and double congratulations for finding a vice president. I feel very strongly about guilds, people. Maybe I'll say people instead of guys. I feel very strongly about guilds because that's how we connect. That's how we get together. And I can tell you right now, just them being together on the same Zoom, they were loving it. It was fabulous. Okie dokie. I have a lot of things to go through before we get to today's lesson. So let me see what overlays I have going on. Oh, the other thing, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket. I was on the phone for an hour and a half today to get the shot. And I kept trying to do it online and I just get thrown in circles and circles. And I'd say I spent an hour and then I would get thrown out and blah, blah, blah. So I thought I am going to sit on this phone. And if it has not been picked up by the live, you are going to sit and listen to that music, that elevator music with me, because I was really curious how long it would really take. The good news is we're going to be able to get it a week from Friday, in the morning, so I will not be doing a live, but I'm super excited about that. Okie dokie. Also, yes, we know our website was having issues this morning. It appears to be fixed. So what do we have going on here? Oh, the other thing that I'm really excited about, I haven't even told John yet. Amazon. I used to call it the Great Satan. But anyways, I was at Michael's looking at a system for my art area where I play with Joanne's things. And then I got on and looked at the reviews and they were really pretty bad. So I got on Amazon and I realized what I needed was gaming tables. That was the word. So I got this storage system here. I'll have it in a couple days, and I'm very, very excited because it has turned into just the biggest mess on the face of the earth. I have a little table that I've been using from Costco over there, but you can't get things under it the way the leg system is and all that. So I'm very, very excited. I'm hoping it's not hard to put together. If it is, I'll get my kid over here because she's a genius of putting IKEA furniture, though that's not IKEA. I looked at IKEA, couldn't find anything, shocked me. So today I am very excited. There is a podcast, Quilt and Tale, and it is with Tracy, Lori, and Ginger, and they were celebrating their 50th podcast. So the three of us were on. Now, Kim, I'm going to slaughter your last name. I am so sorry. Kim Nedworski. Now, see, I should know that because I'm Sladkey. We're of the same part of the world. My kid grew up with a Kaminsky, so I get it. But Kim and then Victoria Finley Wolf. And I have to tell you guys that, you people, get over it. I thought, who is that on the right? That's Victoria Finley Wolf. She's let her hair grow out. She's so cute. She could shave her head and it would be fabulous. So it has dropped today. It's called Quilt and Tale with Quilting Daily. Just go and Google it and it'll take you right to the episode. It was a lot of fun to do. The other thing is on Sunday. I have to say, it has dropped. That's the expression. Dropping this Sunday is a new show with Andrea Brokenshire. Here's her headshot. I mean, she is cute as can be. And this is a sampling of her work. It is absolutely exquisite, and I want to take a close up on it. Look at that. Just, she was on before, I think in 19 or 18, and she's just a delightful human being. Now, I'm not quite sure what was taught because I wasn't there. It was Andrea and Ricky in Texas. And so I look forward to watching it on Sunday to see exactly what they did too. She is a wonderful, wonderful teacher. Also, okay, before I get to show and tell, I had some questions. And one was, what machine do I work on for machine quilting? Well, first of all, let me say this. People have been machine quilting on the regular size domestics for a long, long time. And in fact, during Ricky's super seminar, he showed how to do it, and it made a lot of sense. So you don't have to have a fancy machine, all right? That said, I am on Bernina 765. The bed is a little bit extended. I love it for so many reasons. The 800 series is even bigger, but that was almost too much of a machine for me. I have the mid-range 700, and it's beautiful. And then this summer I got the Q20, which is, come on. I mean, I mean, that's just like my baby right over there. So I go actually between both machines. If I'm doing Cindy Needham's Little Girls, I'll do it on my domestic because it's only that big and I can just really get my face in there. But if I'm doing straight line and all that, I have no problem, and I adore, adore, adore the Q20. So if you're looking at a machine and you need a machine that's all purpose, I would look at the Berninas, and again, I have the mid-range 700. Hand applique. All right, so on Friday, what's today? Wednesday. On Monday, we did this little bird doing the Rosa Rojas. I like to say it, but cute like that, I guess. Anyways, this was the shape we did, and I am going to machine applique it down. If I were going to hand applique it down, and that's what Rosa does, when you put the glue on, just steer on the paper, just steer clear of the edge of the product, which is Print and Piece Fuse Light. Just steer clear of it. You can, I thought, I wonder if it, let me see. Let me just pretend like I'm appliquing by hand. Yeah, the needle still goes through, but if I knew I was going to do it by hand, just be cognate to kind of just stay away from the turned edge area. That would be my tip to you. Let's see. All right. I'm looking at all my notes here, okay? Okay, so, website down. Actually, I found out this morning when Bonnie Browning got hold of me. So what we're going to do now is what you would call, I don't even really know what the real name is, and if you know, you could enter it in. But basically, we're doing something that's like a pocket, or something that you turn. I didn't do it this way ever before, but when I got on board with Quilters Select, it was so funny. Kay, who helps me develop products, and she's the mad scientist that knows exactly what to do, she kept saying needle turn applique, and I kept thinking of this, the way we did it on Monday. But no, there's a whole nother way to do it that I think is pretty cool. I would not do it with complicated shapes like this. I would only do it with simple shapes like this, which is the petal. You might want to just give it a whirl and see what you think. The other thing is, all these different manipulations I'm going to be showing you has different products that you might want to consider getting, but I wouldn't just go order right off the bat. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to educate you, and I'm here to show you what I do, all right? So let me talk about the product that I used. Oh, no, wait, we don't want to do that. I'm going to do show and tell first. Sorry. So Color My World, a lot of you have signed on for that. A lot of you have become a member. Several of you have written, and I didn't hear it correctly, but it was, I don't want to do the block of the month. I want the pattern now. Can't have it. You have to suffer through the whole year. So after the year is over, yeah, you'll be able to buy it directly from Wendy. It is an exquisite pattern, and I don't even know what her patterns retail for, but for $39.95 right now, you can get on and you will have January's instructions, and we've also dropped February's instructions because we didn't know exactly where we'd be with the transferring of the website, which is turning out to be like turning the Titanic. So you can have January and February. It's all right there. It's $39.95 for the entire year. And Wanda, somebody I know and love, I don't know if she bought the kit without a background. I don't know if she just pulled this from her stash, but these are so darn cute. I can barely stand it. It would be a good stash buster too. Oh, and that said, we have kits coming in March, and I think some will have, don't hold me to it, some will have background of art history and some will be without a background. And so, like, Wanda, by the way, I love your background, and we had a difficult time coming up with another background, and you've nailed it on this one. Then, John?
75 of each, no background.
Okay, we have 75 of each set. We have 75 with a background and 75 without. My girlfriend, Lois Johnson, up in Grass Valley, she's using some black and white with a little bit of black. It looks pretty cool. When you go to get your background, make sure, if you decide to do your own, make sure you use a print that can cut up and piece back together and not have the seams be obvious. So see on Wanda's how beautifully it all blends together. So that's what you're looking for if you're picking your own background. Okay, now back to Birdie House. Oh, what is this? It's Robin. Oh, here. Hey, Robin, I'm on my live right now.
Oh, well, shoot, I'm coming to drop off the linen.
Okay, well, come in.
I'll come after Glenda Darlow's.
Okay, thanks. I'll be done in about 20 minutes, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Bye.
Okay, bye. What would I do without Robin Maimoni? I'm going to tell you what she's dropping off. Oh, first let's look at this Karen Ray's. How fun. How fun is that? And I love the border, the flying geese, which makes total sense, and mathematically it will work out with what we're doing. Then Mommy G's, I just really love that. You guys really impress me, super impress me with your chops, and you do not cease to amaze me. So what Robin is dropping off, secret, is when Cindy Needham's show drops in, I like that word, drops, or on Valentine's Day. As an ancillary side, she's giving us one of her little girls to give away to one of you. So stay tuned for that. Open all your newsletters, all right? Okay, back to the way that we're going to be doing this particular kind of needle turn. So here is my little template that I made, and this is a product called Cutaway, and it's truly designed for t-shirt quilts if you want to get right down to it. It's very fine. I called Shanae, who works with us, and I said, okay, what's its competition? And she said Floriani's. It's thicker. And I said, well, why do we like this better? And she said, because it's so easy to turn and manipulate everything. Now, what you need to know is as it comes off the roll, one side has shiny or has fusible, very light fuse. This side is dull. And I'm telling you, it's when you cut it out, it's sometimes really hard to remember. So I like to just keep it on the roll when I'm doing my tracing, because I want to be very aware of which is the fusible side, which is the dull side. And you might be surprised how I do it. So I'm going to use my friction pen, pen, not pin, pen. And I'm going to go around it. I can't wait to show you the little girl that somebody's going to win. All right, now you've seen I've just drawn it with this pen. And then what I did was I cut it out. And this, of course, is one of the white petals, right? Let me close that. These things do dry out pretty fast. Then what I'm going to do is with the shiny side up, I'm going to stitch it down. And I've done that. Well, let's see. I've done that. So then I'm going to cut, and I'll tell you why in a second, why you want the shiny side up. I'm going to cut around just 1/4 of an inch or less. There are other brands of this sort of product out there. The difference is that they're thicker and you don't get quite the turn. But if you have something like this in your house, give it a try and see if this even floats your boat at all. I tried it with the circles. I didn't like it, but for the leaves, it's pretty good. So now, again, I've trimmed. I'm going to take my little Karen K. Buckley scissors. Let me see if I can get down closer even. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to cut out, because this is a tighter curve right in here, I'm just going to cut out some little V's. It's just to get rid of some of that bulk, just baby V's. These are really great little scissors, by the way. Then on this side, I might just make some little cuts. Up, just almost up to the thread, but of course not through the thread. Oh, sorry, I gotta keep my fingers down. Again, shiny side up. Then I'm going to pull it apart. Come on, baby. All right. And then I'm just going to make a little cut. And then I'm going to turn it inside out. Now, as I turn it in, let me pick this up a little bit. As I turn it inside out, what's going to happen is that the shiny is going to go on the inside. Now see here how I can see the friction pin? Doesn't matter. It's going to go away when I iron it. I'm going to turn it inside out. And then you want to grab yourself some sort of turning tool. These are the two I have. This is my 4-in-1 tool from C&T, where you've got an iron presser there, you've got a turning tool there, you've got a stiletto, and you've got a seam ripper. This is a reject, and when I got it out, I knew why, and I'm not going to tell you. We fixed it. These things were so problematic in the beginning. Also, then we have the R&K turning tool that, like Rosa's tools, it's very nice and weighted, and it's got this little ball on the end, and it's like that so it can't roll off your table. Mine's like that too. So what's going to happen now is you're going to get in here and you're going to finesse. You're going to finesse and you're going to finesse. Push out. I found that if I go underneath the seam allowance, I get better results than if I go on the top of it. So I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to work it around. And make sure it's just all getting out there nice and smooth. All right. There we go. This takes a little bit of time, but you could sew up a ton of them and then just put on your favorite TV show and just finesse. Let's see if I did a good job. No, look at that there. Yuck. So I'm going to get back in there. It's my daughter. Adair, I'm doing my live right now.
Oh, bye.
Bye. buddy and my daughter. They should know better. So I'm going to look at it this side, and you just kind of maneuver it. And when you get it exactly the way you want it, you're going to go press it. And at this point now, I'm not going to waste your time on this, but you get the gist here. When you get it exactly how you want it, you're going to press it. And now the sticky is on the inside, and it just kind of holds it all in shape. So let me press it. I hope my iron's hot enough. I asked Kay, because, yeah, this is a really bad job, but I just want to get on with it. But see, what it's done is once you get it beautiful, which this is not, may I emphasize that, when you press it, then it makes it stiff and wonderful. You could do it so that this fusible is out here, but Kay, who is the expert at this, says no, she likes it on the inside because it holds it all together. So this is a fun technique to give a try to, and I did do some of my petals. But I'll tell you, I go back to the rosas. That's honestly, oh, look I can even finagle it like that a little bit. That's kind of my preference. So, but I know people love this way. And again, we're here to experiment and learn. The fusible is called Quilters Select Cutaway. And it is truly for t-shirt quilts, but it doubles as this. And the reason you would want it for a t-shirt quilt is that the fusy stuff on it adheres with a very warm, not hot temperature. So that if you've got like t-shirts with those decals that could maybe smear up and stuff, this is what you could use. It has zero stretch. It is super lightweight. It's called Quilters Select Cutaway. So, do we have other questions here? Okay, if the fusible's on the outside, thank you, Karen. Be careful when you iron it. You'll need a pressing sheet. Thank you, Karen Ray. You are exactly right. See, I just do mine on the inside. This is what's so great about us, that we keep meeting and keep doing this, is because we really do have like a personal classroom going on, and you guys cover my rear end. Yes, you do. So let's see. D. Christopher, this Saturday, and again, today is Wednesday, this Saturday is going to be doing friendship quilts for COVID, things to make. Let's see, how did we say it? Yeah, D's friendship quilts, which might be a real kick in the pants to do during COVID, to mail blocks to your friends and all that kind of stuff. Cut the slit before you stitch the outside edge. Okay, Margot knows what she's saying. Listen to Margot. You're right. If I cut the slit before I stitch the edge, then I'm not going to have a chance of cutting through the layers. Margot, you need to do one of these. Smart. Now I'm going to go and sew it down. Thank you. Thank you. So D is going to do that. Then starting the first week in February, and I'm pretty excited about this. I wish I had time to do it. She is going to do Jen Kenwell's Long Time Gone quilt. It is a sampler that I wish I had created. That is right up my alley. All right. And again, this is free. This is Saturdays at 10 o'clock. And we made 2 bundles. You can use your stash. It's a great stash buster, but we made 2 bundles. We don't have that many of each. One is contemporary. That's this one. And then this one's traditional. I would want them both, to tell you the truth. One of these will not be enough to make the quilt. It says in the book that you need 7 yards. And this is 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards. So this isn't enough. It's almost there. But this is, I think I was talking about this on Monday. When I go to do a new quilt, I will get fresh, brand new fabric and then add from my stash, okay? But understand that this quilt's gonna need 7 yards, and they're bundling these up like mad. I just think they did a fabulous job. Kristen and Dee picked these out. I mean, if we don't have that many, and if we had a ton, I'd probably indulge, but I'm going to let you guys get taken care of first because I think what they've done is beautiful. Okay, I primarily embroider, but this video showed up on my recommended list, so I'm here. Good to be here. Shayna, how are you? Nice to see you. So John's coming in, I think, with questions.
This one.
What is it?
How do you store your appliques?
How do we store our appliques? I think we're talking about like this with this.
If you're making a bunch of them.
I just put them in a Ziploc baggie or something because but you don't want it there for any length of time because if it got moist inside, you could get damage the fabric. But that said, I've been talking to Lilo, who works for us, and she did the book on claiming your space and making it right, and she's doing lectures for guilds all over the place. So Lilo Bowman, if you want to have her do a lecture, but I'm going to have her on as a regular guest here. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is going to be in the middle of this whole thing, how to store this. I mean, how to store this, how to store that without it all getting lost, keeping it organized all in one place.
What do you do so you don't see through the white?
Okay, so yes, we have a problem. You can see through the white. What you can do is go, once it's appliqued down, and we're going to do that down the road, go and cut away behind. Now, if it's fusible, you can't do that, right? But it's finished, you can. I tried something. I tried lining it and then pillowcasing it, and it was a disaster. So I would probably say, I can't believe I have the same. Oh, I thought you said lump. You have that eagle lamp? I can't believe that. That was my dad's. I love that. I love that eagle lamp. Okay, a squirrel just ran by. So they love eagles. I'll have to show you sometime the eagle statue that they got from APQS from Jim Langdon that Jim shipped across the United States, and it's now in my backyard. Yeah, Donna said she used small plastic boxes to store appliques. Also, you guys, right now, also people, right now, all y'all, at Michael's, they've got a huge sale going on little bins and stuff like that. A huge sale. So you might want to go check it out. It might have been as good as 60%. It might have been. I was in looking at the system for my art area. So, me too, you want it? You guys, I love that eagle. So, I will see you Friday, and I'm going to show you the old-fashioned way to do circles. Well, no, it's not the old-fashioned way. The way I originally learned to do circles, and Karen K. Buckley has finished circles, and Karen K. Buckley has come up with really a great tool for this, so I can't wait to show you that. Again, we're just going through different cartwheels, and you just look and see what appeals to you and give things a try. Lay a little lining between the fabric and the cutaway before you, well, see, you could try that, Apple Lady. Oh, if you're Apple Lady, you know. Lay a little fabric in between and then press it. Give that a try. Let me know. But the fact she has Apple Lady on her name, I think I would trust her opinion over mine. So, okay. Oh, the other thing is I see Ireland here and all that. I cannot believe the countries we're reaching. I just, to me, this is so uniting as quilters. When Simply Quilts got taken away, I was sad because I couldn't get my drive-bys, what I call them. But because we're on the internet, like catch people unexpected and make them start quilting. But because we're on the internet, we're everywhere. It's fabulous. So, okay, people, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you Friday the Karen K. Buckley way. Have a good day. I go buy my lottery ticket right now.